Friends, followers, subscribers, we gather together once again in this place of gadget worship, which is really just the dark corner of the CNET studio, to pay our respects as we say goodbye to the gadgets that we lost this year. We start our memorial with Zeebo, a lovable smart home assistant that helped answer your voice command questions. He had facial recognition, he kept you company, and he did a little dance on your countertop. Founded by an MIT roboticist, it raised $3.5 million with an Indiegogo campaign in 2014, but it didn't ship until 2017, and it cost $900. It was competing against the cheaper smart speakers from Amazon and Google, which do not gyrate like a Zeebo, and frankly, I wish more home gadgets had this swagger. In what was the saddest goodbye of any gadget, this fella actually announced his own death. The startup behind Zeebo closed up shop, and with it had to shut down the servers for Zeebo, so the disconnected robot assistant was delivering news of its own death to owners.
I want to say I've really enjoyed our time together. Thank you very, very much for having me around. Maybe someday, when robots are way more advanced than today, and everyone has them in their homes, you can tell yours that I said hello. I wonder if they'll be able to do this.
This was a tough year for companion robots. Anki also powered down. It's the company behind Vector, an advanced toy-like countertop robot that interacted with your voice commands. Vector relies on the cloud for updates and voice command processing, and so far, the little guy is still functioning until they sever the connection. You may also remember his older brother, Cosmo. He was more of a toy. Both had big personalities and reminded me of a character out of the movie WALL-E, but these robots cost around $200 to $250. Vector may not have done a lot around the home, but it did navigate its way around our hearts. Here is another robot that folded. Well, it also actually folded. The laundry folding robot, Laundroid, is no more. After spending year after year showing off its massive machine at CES, this was designed to fold clothes for you at a price of $16,000. And it took 5 minutes to fold a single item. As you can guess, it never went into mass production. The company behind it filed for bankruptcy, but the dream of never having to fold your own laundry lives on in another machine. At CES 2019, we saw an early look at the Foldymate, but time will tell if it will fold like the other folded. Home helpers aren't always robots. Sometimes they are strange little buttons that bring you more toilet paper. This is the Amazon Dash button, and it met its end when Amazon turned off the capabilities of all Dash buttons worldwide in August. The idea was you would get a button for an item that you bought all the time, and when you were running low, just hit the button and it auto-delivered more to your door. There was a button for almost anything. It was cute in 2015, but now who needs a button when smart speakers do so much more? Some products die before we even get to know them, like Apple's AirPower. It was a wireless charging mat that was announced in 2017. It was supposed to charge multiple Apple products at the same time and be able to help those devices communicate with each other to manage power consumption. The company said it would arrive sometime in 2018, but after a long delay, Apple this year said they are canceling the project altogether. Whereas we never got to know AirPower, there's one piece of tech I bet you didn't think lasted this long. This year, the pager beeped its final beep in Japan. Since first introduced 50 years ago, the pager was still being used in Japanese hospitals, but the country's last pager service shut down the radio signals in October. Pagers are still in use in the UK's National Health Service, but they will be phased out in 2021. At least we'll still have fax machines, right? This year, we also bid farewell to a few smart home virtual reality headsets. Google stopped selling the Daydream View headset, and Google announced there's no plans to support Daydream in future Android devices. It was a good 2-year run up against Oculus, and Google helped get folks interested in VR. But these days, the company's putting more of a focus on augmented reality. The Samsung Gear VR headset is also dead. The new Galaxy Note 10 doesn't even work in it at all. Samsung also rather focused more on AR than VR. We may not know which trends of today will kick the bucket of tomorrow, but until then, enjoy the tech while it lasts, kids. I'm Bridget Carey, and good luck surviving the next decade. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments which tech you're gonna miss the most, or are you just celebrating all of this tech's demise? That's just mean.